What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the #1 hotspot for Xbox. I'm Detroit's Weaver and we're back with another video. And today we're talking about how backwards compatibility for the Xbox One changes the way backwards compatibility will be forever. First, let's get the things out of the way that the backwards compatibility can do that other backwards compatibility can do. With the original backwards compatibility on things like the 360 and the PlayStation 2, playing games were easy. You just pop the disc in and you could play that game. Obviously it was a lot more titles back then, or it used to be every title for the PlayStation 2 and only some for the Xbox 360. Now these things cost you nothing. If you bought the game, you could play the game, and that's what the Xbox One's backwards compatibility does right off the bat. It's free, no additional cost. It's not like PlayStation now where you have to rent the game or for a couple hours or whatever, pay a subscription. So that is good for people who don't want to pay extra money to play old games that they play. Now, things that I really like now, because you probably couldn't do this back in the day because older games didn't have this, you can pull your DLC over. So if you have a Mass Effect and you have DLC for Mass Effect, then you have all of that for your Xbox One, and you can play all of that. You get your game saves and everything, so that's good. You can actually earn achievements and your gaming score will go up. These are very good additions to backwards compatibility. Probably overlooked additions, but they're very nice. So that's good. One new thing that I really do like, this is what's crazy about this, that I love about the Xbox One's backwards compatibility. A lot of people don't think about this, but you can now use your features for the Xbox One with your 360 titles. Like, so you couldn't capture gameplay without a capture card on the Xbox 360. You couldn't stream those games on the Xbox 360 without a capture card or some type of external device. Now you can use all of those features with the Xbox One's backwards compatibility because they're right onto the system. So if you want to Twitch the game on the 360, you have that right. You can do it really easy. Now, no additional cost, of course, and everything. So that's cool. You can take screenshots. You can use the DVR. You can put all of that inside of your clips and everything. It's really cool. I really enjoyed that feature. I think a lot of people will probably use that if they have a 360 game that they just want to play and with like people online and things like that. And that gets me back to my next favorite thing about the Xbox One's backwards compatibility, and how this is probably the most important thing new to backwards compatibility, period. And that is, you are able to play multiplayer games with people on the 360. And I'm hoping when the Windows 10 launches that I'll also be able to play Xbox 360 games on Windows, and maybe even play Xbox 360 games with Windows PC players the same way I can do it with the Xbox One players. I'm really hoping that they incorporate that. I feel like that would be a great feature, but this is one of the best features of the Xbox One's backwards compatibility. You don't need anything else. You can now that you can basically you can jump in party chats with 360 owners. You can talk to them and you can play games with them. So this is probably the best feature to come to backwards compatibility. Another feature that is very overlooked. People just think that you can play the game, but that's not how it works. You can also play with your friends who have not converted yet, and that's really great because then they might actually want to convert and buy the Xbox One so they can play all the new games while having their old games. Now, of course, this is another feature that I really like, being able to put your disc into the console. As I spoke about that before, but they added something to it, and I'm really glad that they did. You can now get digital backwards compatibility. This is another thing that is a new addition to backwards compatibility, and I think it will stay from now on. There's no way you shouldn't be able to get digital games. This is becoming a digital world, and we need things that when we go backwards compatible, you need to let us have our digital titles that we pay for. And I think like right now I'm going like basically full digital. You know, I'm game sharing, getting games on the cheaper, you know, so I really enjoy that I'm able to buy digital games and being able to use them. And now I can game share and, you know, use those games for that as well. So people who I'm game sharing with will be able to play my 360 games and vice versa. So I really enjoyed that as well. So if anybody didn't think of that, go ahead and you might want to start game sharing. That you can buy cheap 360 games together and then digitally anyway, and then game share it. So that's probably going to be one of the most used features of this, and I'm really loving how they implemented backwards compatibility. They actually went a lot further than I actually expected. I was expecting, like, you know, something to you know, come out like PlayStation Now, and it wouldn't have been nothing wrong with that because, well, I mean, of course it costs. I mean, that's probably the only downside to PlayStation Now in my opinion. You know, some people complain about it being a streaming service. I don't feel like that's a big issue. If you don't have the internet, you can't do it, and so be it. Some people don't even care. Some people don't want to do that anyway. But yeah, I'm rambling. But like I was saying, it's one of the best things that you can do the way they implemented it, because they could have went like a greedy corporation and just said, you know what, let's just get as much money from the consumer as we can, and I wouldn't have liked that. But you know, I wouldn't have been mad at them. I would have understood it's a business, you need to make money, and doing this would have made you a lot of money, being able to put, you know, these old games up there for a small fee. And that would have made you a lot of money. But they came out and said, nope, we won't do that. We're actually going to give you all these extra free features for free. It comes with buying a $300 Xbox One. And that's a very cheap system to be able to do all of these things. Of course, this backwards compatibility is in beta right now. And most of the games are very old. Which the only reason I haven't been using my backwards compatibility most of the time is because I'm getting rare replay, and that has almost, you know, like 90% of the games on the backwards compatibility list. But it looks like we're gonna get a lot more games very soon, definitely in the holiday. Look out for that feature. It's gonna be very important. So get things like Red Dead Redemption ready, get that disc, make sure it's clean, you know, because that's definitely gonna probably be one of them. Burnout's looking like that's gonna be one. Black Ops 2, I'm really disappointed that a lot of people want that game, but it is still one of the most played games. So hey, more power to you. Being able to play Black Ops 2 with your friends, you know, playing zombie mode online with your friends, I guess I understand it. It's a fun game if you like zombies. But anyway, let me stop rambling. You guys let me know if there's any features that I might have missed, any features that you hope that they add to this, because I think that this feature, this would be in a future update easily. They could just add future updates and things like that. Yeah, so you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What could they add to this to make it a better feature? And if you are in the program, what do you think of it? So that's all I got for today. Y'all keep killing the game. Peace.
Style C Production.